Good morning, beautiful people. It's Melanie coming to you from the Outer Banks, North Carolina, trying to get that sunrise in the background. Oh, look, there it is. I have a couple things to talk to you all about today. Apparently, the sunrise is not going to stay present in the screen, and that's okay too. I hope everybody's been having a good time wherever you may be. It's been so busy. It's been up and down crazy. It's been trying to get stuff done and play guitar and do all the things, and then the sunflower sprouts fall out of the refrigerator all over the floor, then you're stuck cleaning it up. That's what the energy feels right now. Right now. We've gone through several injuries this last week with dislocating knee, and then we had a southern flannel moth caterpillar sting, that required a trip to urgent care and some Benadryl for our middle child. And then our youngest child was surfing and tumbled in a wave and cut her foot all up with her fin. So it's been a journey. It's been a crazy ride. Oh, excuse me. But I wanted to talk to you all about three things. The first thing, I know that some younger people watch my channel. I know that y'all out there thinking you're living your best life and drinking your Red Bulls and drinking your Monsters and eating all of the junk because it tastes good. But I'm here to remind you that those things are very toxic for your body, and they don't just mess with the physical parts of your body and you feel all ramped up and you're ready to go. And once you go up to that peak, you then go down again and you crash, and it is just like taking drugs. It is exactly like taking drugs, and they want you to take it because if you are addicted to it, you are addicted for life as a child. So think about that. The next time a friend of yours is picking up a Monster or a Red Bull, know that those are toxic chemicals and know that they hurt your body. I used to drink those a lot when I was a nurse and working overnight, and I couldn't stay up, so I drank 5-hour energies and Red Bulls. And guess what? At 38 years old, I have a lot of problems with my kidneys. I can feel the pain in my kidneys, and my kidneys are screaming out, "We wish you didn't drink Red Bulls." When you're young, it's hard to remember that the actions that we take at those ages definitely have impacted and effects on our life later on. So that's the number one thing I wanted to talk to you all about. And your moms might let you do it, and I understand. They don't want to tell you no. I'm a mom. It's very hard to tell my kid no, because then I have to listen to the kid bitch and complain that it's not good enough for them. But guess what? You, as a being, a human on this planet right now, have the ability to make choices and decisions for yourself. And if you are an older child that has access to getting these things without your mother bringing them home, you have the ability to make those independent, sovereign choices and decisions. And I would hope that you start making the decisions that are going to affect your body in a positive way, so that you can be here on this planet living your best life and not having kidney issues and not having pain and not damaging your body permanently for the rest of your life due to the actions that you're taking as a young kid. All right, that's been said. Second thing, I had a neighbor come up yesterday and tell me outright that he and his buddy Wayne, which is funny because that's my dad's name, they walk around the neighborhood and they make sure that everybody's doing what they should be doing. And if they're not doing what they should be doing, they're taking pictures and they send it to the HOA. He's like, "You're not doing anything wrong." I wanted to look back at my house and be like, "Yo, bro, apparently you didn't get the memo that I'm not supposed to have these plants here. And apparently you didn't get the memo all the different times that they told me to take my plants down." So the thing is, I tried to decompress the situation a little bit with laughter and a lot of hey, there's a lot of anger there, bubbling around. I can feel it. And I was like, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I have way too much to worry about going on for my life to care about what anybody else is doing. And so I guess that's something I want to talk about is if you're one of those people looking for all the shit that everybody else is doing wrong, unfortunately, you've got to look in the mirror because they're reflecting back to you the things that are going on in your life in one way or another. And so this dude turning in all of these people for the things he's doing wrong. Number one, he was drunk. I could smell him from 3 feet away, like sickly drunk. Like it just smelled sour. And so if you're worried about people not cleaning up their lives, you're probably not cleaning up yours. This is simple alchemy. And alchemy is not simple. It is something that takes years to get into and master and figure out. And I haven't even mastered it, obviously. But it's all about caring about this vessel, this body first, and letting all that shit go. Letting everybody else's shit go. Don't worry about anybody else's shit. You got to focus on your shit. You got to fix your shit before you can focus on anybody else's shit. So that was thing number 2. Thing number 3. This goes out to my oldest, and she probably will never hear this video, and that's okay, but I know that there's people out there, and so I want to help you all on that journey too, because this came up in our existence. Our oldest daughter is 11, and she's coming into this age of she knows everything. I get it. It's an adolescent teen thing. And so I overheard her conversation last night talking to her grandparents about how like all the benefits of our diet and all the benefits of the way we live and why we live the way we live. And I didn't get the opportunity to shut her down, but my parents did. And so they were like, yeah, okay, change the subject. And I think she felt very shut down in that moment. And what I want to say is you can't make anybody change. You can't. No matter how hard you try, you can't. Unless you're a parent and then you're protecting your kids or you're teaching your kids or whatever it is. Like I make my kids eat a whole foods plant-based diet because they live with me. I have to deal with their energy. I've got to do all of the things with them, for them. So like I have no interest in them doing anything outside of that because it involves my energy when they do. They get sick. They go to the hospital, they go to the doctor, they go to all these things. Obviously, we've had those visits this last week with the middle one with her freaking venomous caterpillar sting. We went to urgent care. But for the most part, we don't get strep throat. We don't get ear infections. We don't get the flu. We don't get anything. And if we do get something, it's a cold. We sick for like 1 to 3 days and we get up and move on with our lives. So like, she wants other people to change because she wants them to feel better. She sees her grandparents. They're sick. They're not well. They're unhealthy. My daughter, Lulu, walked into the bedroom where they're sleeping and he goes, "Mommy, what are all those?" I said, "Those are all the pills that Grandpa has to take." "Why does he have to take so many?" I said, "Because if he doesn't, he's probably not going to be alive anymore." She's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, that's how it works. This is pharmaceuticals. Like, this is the medical industry." She's like, "I didn't know." I was like, "It's okay. And this is the choices that he makes. This is the choices and the decisions that he wants to do with his life. And that is fine. That's his journey and we allow him to have it." She's like, "Okay." For Lily, she wants them to be healed. She wants them to be around. My dad showed up yesterday and gave us a ton of money and just gave it. And I think it really scared her because she loves her grandparents very much. And he keeps talking about he's getting close to going. And maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know. He said that for years. But I just think she wants them to feel better. And so this message is for her and for all those people out there that you want people to feel better and you want people to shift and you want people to change. Not everybody is meant to, and not everybody is going to shift and change, and not everybody's going to make it in this lifetime. And that's okay. We got to allow them their journey. They're here for a purpose. They're here to teach us lessons. And so we got to allow that process. We got to allow that journey and allow them the freedom to choose. Because it's my freedom to choose how we live our life, and it's their freedom to choose how they live their life. And to have compassion and no judgment, non-judgment, just understanding, compassion, and empathy. Because the way that they're choosing to live is painful. The way that they're choosing to live is, I can't imagine, man. They just talk about being in pain all the time, and it's not just physical, it's mental and spiritual. It's painful. but we love them anyways because they're doing the best that they can. And so for the people that are around you that you want to change, that you want to shift, just love them unconditionally. Love them unconditionally with empathy and compassion. I'm going to tell her that today. We haven't had a chance because it's been so busy, but I wanted to tell that to y'all because I thought these 3 important lessons were important. So I'm going to post this for y'all. It's so good to chat with you. It's so good to be on here again. So good to find 10 minutes to do this video. I can't tell you how busy it's been, but know that it's been a good busy, and it's been challenging, but it's teaching me a lot of lessons. So with all that said, I'm going to peace out and go feed my horse. He's doing better. I had to start steroids again on Saturday because he was not doing better. We might be shifting him to a new medication. We will be shifting him to a new medication, I think, in conjunction with all of the meds he's taking, because he's like my dad. And it's $300 per bottle. I don't know how many servings you get in a bottle, but I was a little thrown back by that price tag. But the universe provides for us when we're meant to receive it, and I'm just blown away. Like, we got so much good news yesterday, and then a huge bag full of money. And they talked about this in the transits with our astrological signs of Venus going retrograde and all of the South Node, North Node switcheroo stuff that's happening. Like, chunky money kept coming up for me in my rising and in my sun sign, and Christopher, chunky money, came up in his sun sign, which is Taurus. And yeah, it was true. It happened. So crazy. And the store will be opening very soon, probably in the next week. So that's really exciting. We might take off from the farmer's market this weekend. I'm kind of on the fence about it, just so we can use that time to get the store ready instead of putting it into the market. So we'll see. With all that said, I want to wish you all so much peace, so much love, and so much namaste. The soul within me recognizes the soul within you. And with all that said, have a great day.